Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back, and I am back from vacation. And what are we doing? Hey, we're streaming American Truck Simulator. Welcome to Sundays Are for Trucking. I believe I have this mislabeled down in the description. It should be Sundays Are for Trucking, episode 53. I believe I have that number 52 on there. So I do want to thank you for joining in. We are on the 135 beta, and I am out in the W900. Danelavis, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. And right now we are sitting here at the KW dealer in Portland. We got some 680s behind us. We're going to be going down to Oakland Shippers. So without any further waiting, we're going to climb into the truck, get her all fired up, and get moving on down the road. Yeah, I definitely did miss this on my vacation, but I am glad to be home. Hector, English only, please. I only speak English. Well, besides a 2,300 mile car ride out to Las Vegas, that exact same car ride back, probably a little bit longer, on the way home going through Colorado on Interstate 70. Yeah, that was shut down due to some snow. So I did get in last night about 2:30 in the morning. I am just glad that I am home. Oh, we took about a 200-mile detour through Colorado, but yeah, we made it. That's all that matters. I'm just hoping I still remember the heck how to drive. I didn't there though, because by the time I got stopped I was already in the intersection. Exciting been happening in the world of ATS. Being gone for a week, it feels like I am a complete and total noob. I did notice they fixed the DX11 issue with Alt-Tab, so we'll be able to at least do that without the stream or game crashing and then not being able to get back in. Now, the last time I was on the experimental beta, they did not have the Kenworth trucks enabled. It looks like that happened when they released the full public beta. I don't know. one thing I am hoping when we get Utah, when I went to Vegas and we got to Denver, we went down 76 and then hit 70 and then went down Interstate 15 going through, even though you're only in Arizona, maybe like 40 miles, but in that 40 miles, the going through a canyon that they carved out, it was stunning. If Utah does get released this year, I hope they do connect 15 down to Los Angeles, yeah, Las Vegas, because that drive is extremely scenic. At least that was a logical detour. We didn't have to go 300 miles out of route. The heck is that AI doing? There's an idiot hanging back by the last truck. Hurry up and get by me. You don't want to be on the side of me. What if I blow out a tire? I'm going to scare the living daylights out of you. And one thing I didn't notice before in the 135 beta is that we have metallic paint jobs for trailers now, which is awesome. So I'm not sure what trailer mods are affected, if they do need to be updated. I did do a little bit of mod testing earlier today. A lot of my dashboard mods are broken. Truck mods are broken because you need to apparently set something for the dealerships in the def file, since there is now a mod truck dealer. Do we get the bypass, or do we gotta pull in? Of course we gotta get pulled in and weigh, because these trucks roughly are about 19,000 pounds. So yeah, I guess I can see why they are gonna be weighing us. And that's because Creechbomb's engine mod is not on Steam there, Peter. It's on the SCS forums. No, you need to go to their forum page, and then you would click American Truck Simulator, Mods, sounds, and I believe the title on this will be Sounds for T800, and it would be by Captain Creechbaum. The most up-to-date version of the mod that I have so far is 2.7. Hey Brenton, how's it going today? Great to see you. Because it's only on the beta, which you do have to opt into. And unless you like dealing with some bugs, Peter, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if you do have a profile that has no mods on it, I would definitely do it that way, and then you can start doing some mod testing. And in order to opt into the beta, on your library page in Steam, you right-click American Truck Simulator, then select Properties. Go to the Betas tab on the window that opens, change the drop-down to Public Beta 1.35. Yeah, the road editions probably hasn't affected that, Brenton, but I wouldn't know. I don't have Coast to Coast currently downloaded. Oh, and apparently the dealership that is in Reading, that is a Freightliner dealership. That apparently was confirmed on the SCS forums, so it seems we might be getting the Freight Shaker before we get the Lone Star. Now, which Freightliner that is going to be, my guess is going to be the 2016 Cascadia, the one that was posted on the blog back in 2016. But again, don't take my word as being truth. That is just speculation on my part. And also with that Freightliner dealership in Reading, apparently a second dealership is located in Eugene, which is going to be that Freightliner dealership also. So that, I mean, I don't believe they have a prefab built for it in Eugene. However, it is listed in there. Anthony Flores, welcome to the live stream. This is American Truck Simulator. You can buy it on Steam. I believe it is 20 bucks. And in the base game, you will get Arizona, Nevada, and California. There have been 2 additional map expansions, which are Oregon and New Mexico. Washington and Utah should be both coming out later this year. Hey Sparko, what's up? Yeah, I enjoyed my vacation, and now comes all the work of getting all of my laundry done. Using a steering wheel, Anthony. If you look, I believe I'm not sure if it's below the video description or not. I've been having some problems with YouTube lately, but if you check out one of my previous videos, there will be a Flickr link there, and that will show my setup of what I'm using to play for the game. Yep, currently on that, Sparko. Junior, what's up today? How's it going? Right now we are heading down to Oakland. Yes, I am running DX11. And also, Anthony, if you don't have an overly powerful computer and want to see if the game will run on your system, there is a free-to-play version which you can basically run around Arizona to test the game out. If you want to do that before you buy it, there's no time limit whatsoever on that demo. I am only running a handful of mods. And speaking of hardware that I do play the game with, as of right now, guys, you know I'm using a Tech Affliction Mega Shifter. I do not recommend ordering one right now. It seems the owner has disappeared from replying to messages and such for over the last month. Is no longer giving status updates, has moved things into the shipping queue, and people have not received them. Their shift knobs within 14-15 days. So there is only a couple of other options right now, and one of them is the A plus B or the Simuride shift knob. It is based on a European shifter, but that is one that you can get from Amazon. And until Paul comes out of the woodwork, there are people who are going through PayPal with charge disputes and getting refunded. Have a trailer mod that is active. I'm currently not running it because I've got these T680s behind me, but once we get down here to Oakland, I have a 3000R utility mod from Joe Modding. There's really only one problem that I found with it, which is the turn signals on the trailer. They are extremely weak in lighting, so you cannot see them, but the mod itself is great. RC Twin Project, not anymore. I am a retired driver. I drove in the real world about 20 years ago. What the heck is that guy doing facing the wrong way on the middle of the... Hey, there you go. Yeah, it seems like here with 135, the AI is a little bit more prone to accidents. I do have Drive Safely's sound mod activated that is updated for 1.35, and I do have the air brake mods that I'm running from, oh, what the heck is his name, Mortal. So we got the air brake sounds and the mod there. The truck skin is a mod. We got Creech Bomb's engine mod, and I'm also running another as a Wayland mod, the Code 3. So that gives a little bit of a different lighting effect, kind of like a, I'm not going to say like a haze or whatever, but it gives like a starish off of the lights. Oh, I'm feeling a whole lot more on the roads with my steering wheel now. On 135, there's random bumps and whatnot. Unless you are running a force feedback wheel, you probably are not going to feel them. Just wheel stiffness, and you can feel bumps and whatnot. if you look at the in-game steering wheel, when I do hit one of those bumps, the wheel is actually going to bounce a little bit. There was a quick little turn to the left there. I'm not sure if you guys were able to see it, but yeah, I do feel bumps in the road. Well, you only really need an entry-level force feedback wheel in order to do that, and the cheapest normally are the Thrustmaster T150 or the TMX. When they go on sale, they're roughly about 150 bucks. And I still have my T150 sitting in my other room. I'm going to keep that as a backup, because heaven knows with some of the reviews that I've seen on the TX base that I'm currently running, some of these do go out without any warning. Now, to visually see potholes and things like that, I would love to see that in the roads instead of them looking all smooth and giving random bumps. Yeah, I have seen that mod. That is a mod that I am running. It's called the W900 dashboard lighting. On my way out to Vegas, and even on the way back, I saw a ton of Volvos on the road, and I did see quite a bit of the 760s and 860s, but I never seen any that had the Globetrotter package on it. I am not running that Sparko. Yeah, I haven't even tried that on 1.35. I'm not even sure if it's even gonna work. And I do know that Pentagon is no longer going to update that either, so once it breaks, it's done. Saw quite a few Mac anthems. The most popular truck that I probably saw in my journey was the Freightliner Cascadia, the 2016 and then also the 2018. don't even think that AI saw me. If I didn't move, he was gonna run right into me. Yeah, there was a ton of Cascadias on the highways. It is a train horn. And that is from Drive Safely's Sound Fixes pack. That mod is updated and working with the 1.35 beta. Yes, sir? Yes, you can, O'Shane. Matter of fact, the only truck mod that is working right now for me is the Volvo 760 H60. Delman did get that updated. I don't have it activated either. I am not going to complain. DX11 is so nice. Just the way that the shading is in the game with it, so much better than DX9. And also you get a little uptick in performance too. For right now, it is only working on the 135 beta. More than likely, once 135 releases, I'm not sure if they're going to have an option for Steam launch for that, or if it's going to continue being the config file to where you change it. even SCS admits that this is just the start of DX11, and there's a whole lot more that needs to get done. Once you change that in the config file, you'll just want to do play American Truck Simulator. If you go to launch with DirectX, it will revert you back to DX9. Yeah, that's the Wailing Code 3 mod that I am using. So instead of having a haze like these streetlights are, they have more like a star pattern to them. And even though I am running DX11, I do have reshade currently working for this also. You can find it on the Steam Workshop. Just search for Wayland and you will be able to find it. Well, Reshade in SweetFX is not a mod. It's a graphical improvement that you actually put in on your side of the game, so it actually works in single player and multiplayer. Alright, and what I'm going to do here is grab my utility. And no, we are not heading back up to Medford. I've actually got a nice little cheat here so we can get the trailer attached. Boom, there we go. Now we got a utility 3000R. Looks like a 45-foot spread axle on it. And here's what I mean by the blinkers on the back. They are not working. We shut this off and they are extremely dim. Cars will still react to those though, so I am not going to worry about that for the time being. Alright, and let's see what jobs we have here. Now this trailer that I'm using, no external contracts with it. You are going to be limited to the cargo market and also to the freight market. We got any frozen food here? Yep, we do. Let's go ahead and pick this up here at Oakland Shippers and go over to Flagstaff. Just got to go out here and turn around so we can activate the job screen, because otherwise we're going to be backing in through that, which I don't want to do. You stupid idiot. Dumbass driver. WHELEN. So actually I can bring that up here. So what I'll do is view discussions. We'll go to workshop. No, you guys cannot see the overlay. Darn it. I accidentally have that blocked on my side to not show that overlay. Oops. And it will be the Whaling Code 3, their Spark code, which will give you the way that my traffic lights look. Now, I'm not having any issues with this trailer, but some people have said that the trailer is crashing for them, so I can only assume that would be a mod conflict. And one thing I am going to do here, watch what these doors do once I drop the trailer. You wanted to see it load? Hey, right there it is. Alright, so without any further waiting, let's get our butts over to Flagstaff. on the Steam Workshop, this is the Drill Modding Utility 3000R. It's the Whaling Code 3, Sparko. Hey Matt, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. And we're going to go ahead and stop here at the fill me up, because otherwise we're not going to have any fuel to go anywhere. And I love this animation with Razer products, and it is amazing. I've got a quick view just to even see what is activated on my side. Holy crap, $1,000? And now this is why I do not buy fuel in California. $4.14 a gallon. It was bad enough we filled up in Las Vegas before we started our journey home. Regular unleaded gas for 87 octane, $3.53 a gallon. Yeah, I would love to see that also, Matt. I mean, even instead of the black screen and the time elapsing, I mean, give us a little bit of an animation like they do with Special Transport to show like a forklift going in and out of the trailer. That would be better than a black screen. And since I haven't said this in a week and a half, if you guys are enjoying the live stream, make sure you leave a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. And speaking of Freightliner, the dealership in Reading is a Freightliner shop. There's also one in Eugene, although there is not a prefab for it in Eugene as of yet. So my speculation is we may see the 2016 Cascadia before we get the 2018. You're asking the wrong person, George. I haven't been home for a week and a half. It's been confirmed on the SCS forums. Yeah, in the teaser thread, there is that Cascadia there, but that is like a very early rendition. However, when you go back to 2016, before the game released, there was a truck situation update, and inside that blog post showed a 2016 Cascadia with that Freightliner dealership in Reading. That leads me to believe that we're getting that truck even before we get the International. That is correct, George. I saw quite a few of those on my journey to and from Vegas. Actually saw quite a few LTs too, which was surprising for how new that truck actually is. There were a lot of Cascadias on my trip and also a ton of Volvos. Yeah, new truck-wise, that they're currently building, we're definitely going to get the Lone Star before we get the newer Cascadia. Why they have a hidden Freightliner dealership right now in Reading, maybe it's going to be a teaser when 135 drops, which could be in 2 to 4 weeks, that we're getting that older Cascadia, but that's just pure speculation. There has been no word on it. And the first thing that I did when I got home last night about 2:30 in the morning was hop to the SCS forums and took a look at the teaser thread. No new images that are being shared, but the information in just the week that I was gone was amazing. You know, they might, George. As long as they get the license for it, they could definitely do it. I mean, in the meantime, GTM has a great T800 mod that you can download from the workshop. I wouldn't imagine, I couldn't imagine why they wouldn't, George, seeing that we do already have Kenworth, and Peterbilt is also owned by PACCAR. So I can, since we're getting the Kenworth dealer in Renton, once we get Washington, well, Kenworth headquarters, I could see Denton, Texas getting the Peterbilt headquarters. And the logical conclusion after Washington, if they are currently working on Utah, that leaves the next state that they're going to be working on is Texas, seeing that if it's true that their border issues arise up when working on neighboring states, that's the only logical conclusion of the next state that we're going to be getting after Utah. And it looks like I still have some stuttering issues here with DX11. I am not sure what's causing that. Some more research is needed for me on that. Oh, definitely Texas. If they are going to be doing Texas, it's almost guaranteed that we're going to get a cattle hauler. IPTV, excellent. Thank you so much for the subscribe on YouTube. I do appreciate it. The next biggest industry in Texas besides the cattle, I would have to imagine, would be oil. And I can see them building massive refineries in Texas. The amount of room that they're going to have in that state is going to be redonkulous. I saw quite a few 567s on my way to Vegas. And these weren't day cabs either. They did have the sleeper on the back of the cab. I saw a lot of those once I got out into Nebraska and Iowa. Oh my goodness, the amount of grain haulers out there was ridiculous. Well, the only trailers that currently in the game that are left for ownership are going to be your heavy haul trailers, cisterns, which are going to be your tankers, and then also lowboys. I appreciate that, Martin. How's it going today? Yeah, but Georgia is also pissing off a lot of people, George, and I don't take offense to that, but your state government is really screwed up. The only time I play that, Martin, is when my brother is home, because I am not dropping the money on a console. Damn it, got myself a driving award doing... Okay, I guess that was 30. I was going to say 35, and they tagged me for doing 3. Oh well. What you need to do first, O'Shane, is go into your global config file. This will not be the one inside your profiles, but your one right inside your ATS folder. You are going to change the UsetR device. It's going to say DX9. You're going to change that to DX11, and then you're going to save the game. And then you can launch it one of two ways. I right-click on the Steam icon in my taskbar, and then click on American Truck Simulator. If you launch it from within Steam, you will then want to choose Play American Truck Simulator. If you choose Launch with DirectX, it's going to revert you back to DX9. That depends on what state that you're in, George. New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, there is a lot of logging. Pennsylvania, I mean, we've got so much stuff going on here. There's oil, there's logging, there's your general freight. One that stands out in particular, not really. DX11, in simple terms, it's going to be a graphics engine. In colors, it should become a little bit more realistic. With the bloom effect that we had in DX9, that should not be as prevalent, so you shouldn't see shiny halos around objects. And I am actually quite surprised that P379JP's, the W900 accessory mod, still works. I said this at the beginning of the stream. I believe I have today's stream tagged episode 52. This is actually episode 53. I will get that changed once I am done streaming. Apparently I couldn't type. That would make it easier, Matt, but as of right now it is not in the game. Not sure on that, Martin. I know you can get Mixer on Xbox because that's controlled by Microsoft. That truck up in front of us, that is from the Washington DLC. If we take a look going by here, that blue stripe, there's going to be window icons of a plane, and there's a very good look here. So Darwing, that is going to be the Boeing plant with Washington. I saw a lot of Western Express once I got out near Colorado. Also saw a ton of Navajo out there. More prevalent of what I saw, though, was more the Western Express than the white Western distributing. Also made stops at the Iowa 80 in Walcott, Iowa. That place is humongous, and what they've done in the 2 years since I was last there, completely remodeled the inside. If it was good before, it's even better now. Well, there's two different Western there, George. There's one with white, and then there's Western Express with like a blue and gold paint scheme. I saw one cab over, and it was a FLB. Saw a ton of 389s, 379s, not so much of the W990 or the T880. Saw a ton of W900s, T800s. I said this before, when they announced the T880, the original T800 sales actually upticked than what they were. Very seldom do I play ETS2. Yeah, those orange and white barrels over there, Schneider eggs, a ton of those. Every state that we were going through was doing construction at one area or another. I didn't see any of those at all in my journey either. No 359s, no Peterbilt cabovers, not even a K100. Right now, it does not, Matt. Probably the weirdest looking truck that I saw was a T800 with an ARI Legacy sleeper on it. And still your movers like North American and whatnot, a lot of those guys do run their own trucks and they pull the trailers behind them, and a lot of them do have those legacy sleepers. Saw a ton of those. You would be surprised, just based on my travels that I was with just out to Vegas and back, I saw a ton of LTs. They were probably the third most popular truck that I saw behind a Freightliner and Volvos. That is correct, George. It is pretty much the newest ProStar that is out there. They just renamed it LT for some reason. Only a handful. Yeah, the worst part was more the way home than anything else. When we're going through Colorado, we're on 70 outside of Denver going down towards Vail. Well, the funny part was westbound lanes were open. Eastbound was shut down at the Vail Pass for safety concerns. What was going on up there, I have no idea, but taking a 200-mile detour through Colorado was not fun. Now, I live along Interstate 80 in Pennsylvania, which is a major shipping route for going into Jersey, and then, of course, New York City from the west. So I see a bunch of stuff that really should not be driven. The container trucks around here, oh my god. Literally bumpers falling off. There's actually saw one that had the side skirts ripped off of it with no steps. And that was on a Cascadia, mind you, too. Not in FLD. I appreciate that, Reno. Underneath the hood, we have the Cummins N14 at 605 horsepower. This is a chipped motor, meaning the N14 didn't come in anything higher than 525. Since it's a computer-controlled engine, if you go in and redo the code for the engine, you can actually boost the horsepower, and that's how they came up with the chipped engine. Yeah, nothing like a come apart. Yeah, Trick My Truck, that was on CMT with the boys in the Chrome Shop Mafia down in Joplin, Missouri. You know, I can't even find those episodes online anywhere without having to buy the DVDs, which is quite sad. Probably no more than 50. I don't, George. I just more so watch Trick My Truck than anything else. What those guys did was amazing. And they pretty much got the idea of Pimp My Ride with Exhibit on MTV. That show was kind of interesting too. You have to also remember, George, I wasn't counting trucks as they were going past either. Literally, you could say I saw probably 50,000 or more in my journey. Hey, Stingray, what's up today? Doing quite good. Just glad to be home from my little vacation to Vegas. You would not believe how bad I miss playing ATS for the last week or so. Actually, I did, George, both out and back. We ran into that in Colorado. On the way out to Vegas, we got down to Vail, and some of the ski resorts were still open there. And we were sitting here going, should we go up over the Loveland Pass? Now, mind you, we're already at 10,000 feet. The Loveland Pass takes you up to, I'm going to guesstimate, 15,000 feet. Yeah, it was quite interesting. The view was amazing, though. But I will tell you this, if I go out to that tournament again next year, which is in Reno, I am not driving. I am going to be flying. It's too much to be stuck in a car for 2.5 days. And I do want to correct myself here. Previously I said that DEF is sprayed into the exhaust streams. While that much is true, that is not so much the problem. It's the filters becoming clogged. And those filters are not cheap to replace. So that's more the issue with DEF or AdBlue as of right now. Ironclad, how's it going today? Thanks for joining us on Mixer. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if I can finagle my way in here without having to do a blindside. Yes, I am running DX11. I am getting some stutters, but I'm not sure why. We're in the W900 today. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, I'm not so much worried about the stutters, and I can definitely deal with that. Let's go ahead and take some tableware down to Ehrenberg. Haven't been there in forever. Oh, definitely Stingray. This is by far not the final version of DX11 that we're going to be getting. Just the shadows and everything looks so much more real with DX11 over DX9. I mean, and what I found more so really is the lighting effects of the sky. So the sunrises and sunsets, oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. Yeah, to enable DX11, you will go into your global config file, and then you will change the USET-R device. It will say DX9. You will change that to DX11. You're going to save it and then close out of that file. You will then launch American Truck Simulator either by right-clicking on your Steam icon in the taskbar and do American Truck Simulator, or if you launch it from Steam and click play, you will select play American Truck Simulator. If you choose play with DirectX, that will revert you back to DX9. Signage update here in Arizona, it makes this state feel completely brand new. Even though this was included with the base game, once they go through and retouch things, it's gonna be even better. Oh, there were so many, George. I'm not going to single out one specific. I mean, there were a lot of great W9s, even T680s and 579s. There were a ton of those that looked amazing too. I mean, color-wise, I'm going to point out Hill Brothers, which is, they run 579s. The bumpers and the skirting were red. The rest of the truck was white. That looked sharp in the real world. In game here, I'm not sure how it would look, but in the real world, it looked pretty good. And then there were definitely a lot of rolling Christmas trees, too. I mean, you gotta keep the chicken lights a-glowing and the wheels a-rolling. We're in the base map today, Ironclad. Right now I'm in Arizona. Thank you for posting that there, Warren, because it's kind of hard for me to talk and to chat, at least, as I'm driving. And also, one thing that which might be contributing to my stutter, Stingray, is that I am streaming in addition to playing the game. That might be a little cause of it. I was running around a little bit earlier today, didn't have any stutters at all. It seems like I only get that when I am streaming. So I may need to get myself a dedicated stream card like in Elgato and see if that would be even better. And the only thing missing chicken light wise in the game currently is the back of cab lighting for all of the trucks. And it doesn't make a difference if it's a Volvo, Peterbilt, Kenworth, even Freightliner. Most of the trucks that I ran across at night, a lot of them did have those red back of cab lights, and it made things look so much better. And what do you know, I just crashed. Give me a second here, guys. And that was a little unexpected. Yep, and that is what I get for running a beta along with some mods. I'm not sure what had actually caused that. And let's hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, that happened when I was running the experimental beta. That would have been like stream over, because when I tried to restart the game, it said American Truck Simulator was still running. But I am so glad they got that little issue with DX11 fixed. Yep, and we just crashed again in the same spot. Darn it. There's something there that my game does not like. Hey, Riley, how's it going today? So what I'm going to do here is we're going to log in and we're going to be in the middle of the road. Yeah, it might be the trailer. So what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to redrive this section right here. I'm going to get myself past the Camp Verde exit and see if we're going to crash still. Yep, and we get to that same spot. Even on that view, I crashed. So it looks like it is the trailer. So unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to finish this load. At least we're going to have to kind of get that done. Alright, unfortunately, it's probably the trailer that's doing it. And what do you know, it put us all the way back. Let's see if we can go to my last load here, autosave. That's alright, we're up in Portland. We can definitely deal with this. And actually, I'm gonna get rid of that trailer completely. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and put a container on behind us. Alright, let's see what we got here. One thing I was looking for was like nitrocellulose or something like that, potassium, something that would be in a container itself. That would actually be kind of sweet. But let's check external market for those. And nothing. Why not? Even though we started this at the beginning of the stream, let's just go over there and get that and run that down to Oxnard. And since I currently don't have a trailer on, and I bought an extendable trailer, in order to make that adjustment, you go to Adjust Trailer here from F7, and we can put our tandems on the front or on the rear. I didn't do an extendable, I just did the tandem thing there, so no big deal. Not sure why that is happening, Matt. Are you trying to pull into the garage with the trailer on behind you? That would be why. If you're trying to do that from the front, that will not allow me to rest either. Just go ahead and drop your trailer and you should be able to then. Kenworth98, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. You dingbat Coda. Yeah, we're going over to Kempston. The garage is this way. I'm an idiot. Guess that's what I get for not playing the game for a week. Doing awesome like a possum. Dylan, how's it going today? Great to see you. Yeah, what they need to do is give us a flashing yellow, so you are able to turn left on yielding. Having to wait here, I mean, it's not that much of a pain in the butt, but it would definitely add a little bit more realism. What the heck is that fog stuff? Hey Jesse, how's it going today? It is great to be back. These are 8-inch on here. And the mod that I got those from is the W900 accessory pack from Pete379JP. That mod is still working for the time being. Yeah, that's exactly the load I wanted on here. Yep, not that I ever saw any of these going down the road in real life, but yeah, this trailer is a little bit too big for that load, but we're still gonna haul it. This would actually work good on a 40-footer. Yeah, I made the mistake before Stingray of going in there and going up that little alley to back into there. It's like, no, let's not do that again. Definitely cannot wait for accessory packs to be coming for the W9 and 389. And right now, everything that it seems to be really good is a private mod, which kind of sucks, but I understand why also. And I'm gonna say this again, I said it more towards the beginning of the stream, but when I went down into Vegas, we went through Interstate 15, basically through a little bit of Utah and Arizona. There is a couple of sections, particularly in the south of Utah, and through a 40-mile stretch in Arizona that you're on 15. Absolutely gorgeous scenery, and I do hope when SES does Utah that they complete the 15 from Vegas up to the I-70 junction in the middle of Utah, because if they don't, they're going to be missing out on some awesome things. What do you mean by mirror settings? Are you talking about the like the mirrors 1 and 0 that changed the default settings on the mirrors themselves, which came a few updates ago? And the only problem going across 15 and 70 in Utah, there ain't nothing, literally nothing. Basically there was one exit after you got onto 15 from 70 that had fuel. Otherwise, there was nothing down to St. George, which is like all the way at the bottom of Utah. If you did not have enough gas, you kind of were screwed. Well, the one setting is the mirrors themselves. You can either change it in the config file, the 1 or 0. The new mirrors, actually, you can't see the trailer completely as you turn, but my mirror resolutions are at medium, mirror distance is at medium. It'd be like G physical mirrors in the config file 1 or 0. I believe I still have mine at 0, I believe I'm able to basically see the entire trailer in the larger mirrors without having to use the fisheyes. If you guys haven't given a call to your mom if you live in another state or taken her out to dinner, make sure you guys do that today since it is Mother's Day. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Matt. That's where the resolution comes from and the mirror distance. You can set that to low, medium, or high, and that will be for mirror distance, quality, and resolution. And of course, the higher you turn that up, the more it's going to eat away at FPS. That's why I have mine set to medium. Uncoiled, how's it going today? I'm doing great. How about you? I really wish I knew what needed to be added to mod trucks in order for those to be seen in 1.35. The only truck that I know of that is working right now is the Volvo 2018 that Gallimim has updated. I was messing around with it earlier. I mean, it's still a great mod. Definitely not as much of an FPS hit anymore, at least on my system. Your mileage may vary, but I do have other truck mods that I would love to get updated. One being the Mac Anthem. Not that I don't mind waiting, I'm just kind of a little bit impatient, as, I mean, I do love mod trucks, but I also like running the SCS trucks too. And if it's not the AI, something else is going to kill me in this game. Hey Daniel, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream and the channel. And that's specifically why I have not really touched my main profile since 1.35, both the EB and the public beta came out. I am leaving that alone until 1.35 goes live. There isn't any that I know of, Stingray. However, there was a physics mod that was released with Grimes Frosty ATS to where you would be able to do that. At least simulate ice. And Daniel, thank you so much for the subscribe on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Single mod for more than price of the game? No thanks. And that's why I haven't bought any of John Ruda's mods either. If it's Pingas 389, no thanks. I've ran that before and it caused nothing but issues. You know they have a saying for that, Stingray. If you can't find it, grind it. Yeah, even buying a mod from Facebook now, Martin, will be tough for me since I no longer have a Facebook page. That sounds like you're taking corners too fast. I mean, granted, I can make myself flip on the side too. All I gotta do is make a quick jerk to my steering wheel to the left going around this, and yeah, we're gonna roll. I have the Tech Affliction Mega Shifter. Now, if you were looking to buy it, right now, do not. Because basically he has gone silent on Facebook and is no longer answering inquiries or shipping out product. And I'm so hoping that doesn't turn into another CSIO. Box truck carnage, look at this. We've got UPS and a box truck saying, yep, you're not getting there, I'm going there. more than likely by the end of June is what I'm going to say, Matt. Until SCS releases a date, I mean, that's going to be my guess. The open beta normally lasts 2 to 4 weeks. There is one in the USA, Stingray. You can get it on Amazon, which is the A+B shift knob. I mean, it's based off a Euro truck, but it will work. And I believe there's one selling on eBay also. It'd be similar to an Eaton Fuller Range, but it is 3D printed. I mean, those are the only options, since right now I'm not going to recommend Tech Affliction. That would be a good reason why you're flipping, Daniel. It's right around, I'd say maybe 110-ish on Amazon. And with their shipping, I believe once they ship it out, you'll get it within 3 days. And they do ship out pretty fast from what I do understand. What do you know, another chicken coop. Ah, screw it, we're just gonna take the fine. Bye-bye, Oregon DOT. Here comes a $1,000 fine. Ha! I didn't get fined. Look up, there it is. Yeah, if you ever did that in the real world, go flying by a way station, yeah, they're gonna drag your butt back to there, they're gonna scale you, and then they're probably gonna give you a level 1 DOT inspection, which means they are going to check everything. Sparkle, that's more the reshade than anything. If I turn everything for the reshade off, the crystal clearness of the game is going to go away. You guys want to hear something funny? With how high the Rockies are, you would think you would be able to see those from like 100 miles away, right? across on Interstate 80, at least to the western side of Nebraska, you're basically 50 miles away or so from the Rockies. You really cannot see them until you get, say, maybe about 10 miles away from Denver. And it's like, damn, those peaks are like 17,000 plus. You would be able to see them. No. And yes, reshade is what I am using. I'm using, it's called Fake DX11 by John Doe 6. His mod, well, the INI file for it is on the SCS forums. He does show you how to install it through an ETS2 video, but it works exactly the same for ATS. And once you get that fully set up, I mean, the game becomes crystal clear. So if I pop this open here, you guys can see those are all the settings that I'm running with reshade. Filmic pass, levels, DPX, filmic, anamorphic, sharpen, and then vibrance. Now there are others in there that I selected that will also help, but those ones there I found is what works best on my system. Yeah, if you don't have Reshade installed, it's very easy. Just go to reshade.me or me and give it a download, and just follow the install instructions on John Doe 6 YouTube page, and boom, you'll be up and running. If you play multiplayer, it also works in multiplayer, as this is only rendering that is on your side. It doesn't affect anyone else's gameplay. Create an account at Truckers MP. You go through their installer. Make sure that your Steam inventory and profile is public for game discovery. You would then launch through Truckers MP on the icon that would appear on your desktop. However, you cannot run any mods. So a definite separate profile for multiplayer would be the best course of action if you don't have one. And you can always use like a profile booster or something like that in order to get your own truck and money, since a lot of people on MP do not know how to drive. That would be correct. Now, also with reshade, I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning here, Stingray. When you go to install that, you can set it up for DirectX 9 or DirectX 10 Plus. If you go DirectX 9 route, you will not have the effects in the 135 beta. If you go the DirectX 10 route, you will not have that in the DX9 side. So it's going to be a choice of what you would want. Yes, he does. And literally by far, I've tried one box, I've also tried Yan Reds. This by far is the best reshade that I have ran across. The reshade was actually made to work with filmic lighting, but it actually works great on its own. You're quite welcome. As a matter of fact, I have the truck stiffness and truck stability all the way down at 0. Trailer stability is right in the middle of the sliders. Otherwise, there's too much swaying with the trailer, which is very unrealistic. Yes, you can, Daniel. This game is PC based only. Now with Truckers MP, you will not see any AI traffic. The only traffic you will see in the game is other players. How far away did I come? Yikes. Yeah, I almost gave him a KW tattoo. Alright, we got 100 miles to play with. We're good on fuel. Yeah, that does sound pretty sweet, but it's more the sound of the Jake on that above anything else. Probably the best older sounding Jakes are going to be the 3406E Cat and then also the 444. Oh, and Martin, I did see your pick with the Street Sweeper in it also, even though I haven't seen one as of yet. I did see that in the message you sent me. Depends where you live and which trucks you like better. And if you like small twisty turny rows, ETS is going to be definitely the better game. If you like wide open spaces with beautiful trucks that have a nice beefy engine to them, ATS is going to be your game. That's just my opinion, of course. And me, I'm prejudiced because I drove these trucks in the real world. if you want the experience of a lifetime and people who do not know how to drive, ETS2 Europe 2 server, jump on probably anywhere between 3 and 7 o'clock in the evening East Coast time, and yeah, you'll definitely see what I mean. And then you want to hit Death Road. If you're not sure what that is, that's the Calais-Duisburg Road. Yeah, you get 4,000 headhunters on the same server, and everyone goes to like Europort or onto Death Road. You're lucky sometimes to even make it to a destination without your load completely damaged. And all you need to do is watch videos by Darwin, or who's the other one who does those videos for ETS2? There's actually quite a few. Just search on YouTube ETS2 multiplayer, and you can see how bad some people drive. It makes you even wonder how the hell they got a license in the real world. Yeah, Backer Parker does ETS and ATS also, but there's another besides Darwin who does strictly ETS too. And Backer Parker with his ATS videos, that's him and his friends screwing around. Darwin by far is the most popular. And I'm not sure why, but the name Toast is ringing something to me also about him doing videos. You know, what's even more funny is not so much the crashes, but the sound effects that both of them use for showing the crashes. That's what makes me laugh more than anything else, is the sound effects. The funny one is when a truck like flips over and then lands up on his wheel, and he throws the shades from GTA 5 in there, and then has mission passed respect plus. It's like, yeah, great. That's just awesome. That's because it is based on traffic in Europe. It is not actually American traffic. No, I'm not running out of fuel. I have an eighth of a tank left. Take care, Sparko. Have yourself a good one. Not on your own, you cannot, but there is a free cam that you can enable with the developer console that will allow you to free cam. Michael Walsh, thank you so much for the subscribe on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Doubles that I've seen so far is hauling hay. I haven't seen any with a box truck or any flatbeds. Why, thank you there, K-Dot. I'm in the left lane. I don't have to slow down. like Nightbot there says, if you are enjoying today's live stream, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, help the channel grow. Slap that red subscribe button. That was a naughty trucker. He stopped by a Smoky Bear with the discos going. Wow, Mr. Crazy AI, really? He didn't see this big old blue KW wanting to get into the middle lane? Yeah, what we were doing there was testing out the torque curve. As long as we didn't drop any speed going up there, we were right where we should be on the torque. We kept our speed nice and level. Once the grade evened out, I'm picking up speed and not going to complain. That's actually pretty realistic right there. How's it going there? Thanks for joining in from the Ukraine. I am going to get on out of here for the evening, guys. I do want to thank you for watching today. As always, if you did enjoy the live stream, leave a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed and you're on YouTube, hit that red subscribe button. Enable notifications then by clicking on the gray bell. That way you get an email every time I upload a video or go live. Have a great rest of your Sunday evenings. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.